the critics were so blank in their blank. So let's stop right there. You're in the midst of the GRE, taking the test, and you come across a two blank text completion that says blank in their blank. And you're likely to maybe be thrown off. How really can you come up with your own words for something like that? So again, we always want to remember to read the entire sentence. It's always a very important part of the process here. And we want to note how the blanks work together. So we have here, this person was known to become squeamish. I like those adjectives because those to me are clues. Those are key words. After light smattering of applause. So light applause, someone becomes squeamish. They become uncomfortable. They start shifting in their seat. What am I doing here? I'm taking the clues and I'm breaking them down. So this person becomes uncomfortable in general. And so he retreated from public view. Critics were so something that this guy didn't even like when people clapped a little bit. It made him uncomfortable. Wow, he left public view completely. So critics must have been full of clapping. So we need to come up with a word that means they overdid it with their applause. We need to come up with words. So the critics were so excessive, again, coming up with our own words, in their applause. You'll notice that I hunted through the sentence to find meaning, and that the second blank ends up being very similar to applause. So what word here for the first blank means excessive? Or even better, you can just get the second blank over with because that's the easier of the two. So which word means applause? Praise. Simple as that. Those other two are the opposite of what we're going for. And once you've established one blank, you can move to the other blank. We know it has to be excessive, is something that is extreme, and merciless. Well, merciless is something that's negative. You're not going to have to be merciless in your applause as though you're attacking someone as you're clapping. That doesn't quite work. Opaque, I'm going to jump over fulsome and go to opaque. Opaque means that something is not clear. It's difficult to understand or penetrate. Does not mean excessive. But fulsome must be the answer. So again, same as with the old GRE on the new GRE, process of elimination can be your friend. Fulsome must mean something that's excessive, too much, it's too full. So you can use that as well to get at the answer. So again, make sure we always match this part of the sentence. Then here's the second part of the sentence to the first part. And so here we were dealing with vague beginnings and us wanting to maybe give up, but you don't want to do that. You want to read through the entire thing and know that you can come up with the words that fit in the blanks. Also a good strategy, if you want to just be sure, you can, at the very end, plug your answer choices back in here, fulsome and praise, and read it. The critics were so fulsome in their praise that this librettist known to become squeamish after a light smattering of applause retreated from public view. And the reason why at the very end you may want to plug it in is just to see if it sounds right. And that's again a strategy we went over in the one blank text completions, but it applies as well to the two blank text completions.